Alright then, just to start out with, I have not read the book yet. Um, Everybody seems to have read it in high school, but I didn't, and I have yet to read it. But I did see the movie, and this is my review to it. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright then, the Great Gatsby. Let's see. Well, let's start off with some of the things I did like about this movie. One was the production design and costume design. Those two elements together were great. I particularly loved it. The sets and the costumes all made it believable that it was in the 1920s. All the set pieces were great. Although the green screen stuff was alright, and the CGI and special effects were kind of too flashy, but they were still good nonetheless. And everything seemed to make it seem like it was actually in the 1920s. I liked the story. The story was good, because like I said, I haven't read the book, so I didn't know really what it was. Gatsby was a mystery even to me, so I didn't know the whole story or the whole truth. I liked the acting. The acting was really good by everybody, although sometimes it seemed a bit over the top. But the main relationship between Nick and Gatsby, you could really see how well these two actors and these two characters fit together. In their relationship, how strong it actually is, particularly since it's played by Leo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire, who both are great actors in their own respective rights, but in real life are friends, and it really showed in this movie. About their friendship of each other in real life showed in this movie, and it was really cool. It was good to see them work with each other and feed off of each other in a sense when acting together. However, there was just one thing in this movie that didn't really fit well with me, and that is that it's a bit too modernized. I don't mean like the CGI or stuff like that. That's something. Excuse me. That's something that has to be in films nowadays, anyway. But I'm meaning like the music. They had like rap music in the movie, which was off-putting. It was like, okay, yeah, it's a party scene. Yeah, that's great, but it was like rap music just didn't fit for the 1920s. I'm sorry. And it was understandable that the musician was an executive producer, but still, it was like you need to fit music in that's from the time, or create music of your own that would fit the time, not just throw in modern music into that type of movie. It just didn't fit. I the And also with the modernity of it, it was just the way it was kind of filmed just seemed too modern. Also, it was like it would just seem like he was kind of bringing over stuff. Baz Luhrmann, the director, kind of seemed like he was bringing stuff over from Moulin Rouge into this, and it just didn't kind of. Sometimes it fit, and sometimes it didn't. Like for instance, for in the beginning of the movie just took off. It was like they just put a cinder block on the accelerator of the car and just sped, just drove off. It was like we didn't get enough time to enjoy everybody. It was like the end was pop, 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 just going everywhere, cutting to everybody and this and that, and just getting everywhere. And then all the flashy moments and stuff and all that stuff it just seemed a bit too modern. It wasn't until we got further into the movie that it started actually slowing down. We got to take in everything, even like the actors, the story, everything. Got to really take in everything. But other than that, it was a good movie. But I'll have to admit, it could have been better. Like I said, I'll probably have to see the original with Robert Redford to kind of compare the two. And I do want to see that movie, and I probably will have to read the book one of these days. This movie did intrigue me enough to see it. I would say, I guess, out of 5 stars, I'd probably give this like 2. I'd say at most 2.5 stars out of 5. But it's a good movie. It's worth to be entertained by it. It's not something you'd probably want to run out and buy or something like that. But if you're a huge Baz Luhrmann fan, you'd probably like this, because I'm a fan of the film Moulin Rouge, and this had some things in it that reminded me of Moulin Rouge, like I said before. But I'm not that big of a Baz Luhrmann fan to really say you must see this movie. But it was a good movie. I do recommend it to just see, maybe even as a rental. But is it worth like the $20 or something to go see a movie? Maybe, maybe not. You know, probably go to a lower end theater to really get worth like $5 or something. But yeah, it is a good movie nonetheless. Thank you for watching for this video, and have a nice day.